Hey, hello, hey Paul. Yes, Stefan, finally. I'm on YouTube, yeah. Actually, this is kind of regular time to be on YouTube. I'm trying to do that on Wednesdays nights. Hello, Anna. Hi everyone. Some late night coding for me. Boom. Yeah, on Twitch I was yesterday on morning. Twitch streams are, I don't know. Today I was on meetings quite I don't know, almost all day long. Started one meeting at 8 at the morning to 9, then another one in the noon, kind of stand up. Then we did kind of soundless. Don't you have sound? Really? Okay. More sound on microphone. Let's try. You can hear me. Okay. False alert. You're trolling me. I got you. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, it was just one meeting on the morning, then stand up later, which supposed to be 15 minutes meeting, but moving over to 45 minutes, then another one kind of pair programming session, then later another one meeting. So it's not those Twitch coworking streams, just impossible. No way to go, unfortunately. That's how things are right now. And yeah, hopefully I will. I hope I will be able to switch to the full-time indie development someday later. I don't know. End of the year. And if I will do that, then yeah, that will be no problem to kind of do streaming all day long. Mute yourself. Yeah, it's kind of, I could mute myself, but imagine if I will stream today, that would mean that I'm kind of streaming half of the day muted. It's kind of, I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure about that. How you are thought about dropshipping? No, never. I just have zero interest about that. Divyanshu, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. I'm doing well those days. Okay. Back to the thing that I did here. Oh, we have that conversion from int to double all the time. Okay. Hope we will be fine here. Nice mouse. Thank you. Did you see ChatGPT 4? Yes, I saw it. What the fuck? Yeah, scrollball. It's kind of it's cool stuff because I don't know. It's just very simple mouse, but it works very well for your hand. I kind of like it. It's yeah. It's a little bit. I'm a little bit slow with that mouse, but I'm not in a rush when I'm programming, so no problem. No problem at all. Okay, so here is our app. Basically, tab at the timer settings should work now. We can open, we can close it. We can open settings, we can change settings. So basically, if you will set exercises to 10 seconds, and now that's completely dumb time for tab the timer, but anyways. And rest to 5, and rounds, let's say 2. Let's try if that will work. Yeah, I see the changes are working. So exercise is 10 seconds, so 10 seconds are going, the rest is 5 seconds, 5 seconds are going. So seems that that setting of settings is working. That's good. And I'm not sure if rounds are correct. I think I set it to 4. No, 2 actually. Yeah, something is not correct with rounds. Okay, here we have rounds. You're doing iOS app development? Yes, iOS app development. I'm using Swift and Swift UI at the moment for current project. Okay, we are setting sets here. And where we are using it. Okay, set next timer, set -1. Okay, that looks correct. It can be done without Mac, that's what I heard of. Yes, to use Xcode, Swift and Swift UI, you would like to have Mac. Sure, you can go with Hackintosh and all that stuff. I used Hackintosh on very beginning of my career. It works, but that is not the easiest way to do that. Okay, let's kill the app, let's restart the app. It's way easier if you have Mac. With Hackintosh, kinda tricky. Yeah, sets here I see is right amount of the sets, so probably we have some error here. Yeah, we are kind of doing sets. We're doing nothing with that sets. Basically, that is endless loop. Hi, Farid. Do you use storyboards for your applications at work? Yes, but we are kind of moving over to the Swift UI for my freelance project. But yes. I was hoping to learn this, but I like require Mac, and due to financial conditions I drop and move it to Android. Yeah, but Android is kind of, yeah, why not do what you can do, you know. Move to Android. Android is cool as well. Build Android applications. And I didn't build... I built few Android applications, but many years ago. But if you are looking into that, Android also has this declarative kind of user interface kind of building now, and kind of base concepts are very similar, so... Do you like new chair? Yes, I do. I like it. I think this is story of many app developers. Maybe. Probably. I understand, of course. Don't get me wrong. I understand that Macs are expensive, and but at the same time, you don't need kind of latest and greatest MacBook to build applications, and those Mac Mini are very powerful. If you can get it used for less than €1,000, I understand that €1,000 can be a lot of money, and maybe you are kind of programming on €300 computers. I understand all of that. I started from zero as well. But still, if you kind of targeting iOS development and you like to get Mac, you don't need €3,000 laptop. I'm programming now on €3,000 laptop, but even for my work, if I will not stream, I do not need so much power. I could get around with MacBook Air for 1K. So, just saying. Maybe you kind of making this problem bigger than it is, but I clearly understand that maybe that's kind of, yeah, too much. Yeah. Actually, we need start with if sets. Probably we need... Actually, we need to set it on stop. We don't need any finish it here. We just need call function stop. And then we are going to the else if case. And this else is worthless. Hi Michelle, hello. Hi John. It's been a minute. Yeah, just letting you know that your audio voice level is very low comparing to other YouTube videos. Let me check one thing really quick. Sorry, I will. 1, 2. Oh, it's sorry. It's even worse. Something is wrong with microphone. You know what? I will switch microphone quickly. Give me one second. I will mute myself to do not make noise on the channel, on the stream, and I will plug out XLR cable and plug in USB cable. That should fix the problem. Vnsdv. Okay, I hope that now that will be better. Should be. Let me know if it is better. I think it is. I can add a little bit more volume here. Sorry if it's going to load now. Kind of, that's never cool to fix things on the fly, but okay, that's better than non-working sound, right? It is better. Amazing. Happy to hear. Okay, let's stick with this one. Yeah, I don't know. It's audio. That's audio interface somehow, sometimes just I don't know, falling apart. I don't know. I don't know what exactly to blame: OBS or that audio interface. It's better, but still on low side. Interesting. Okay, I'm kind of motive. Let's open that audio up as well from sure. Seems that it kinda should work. I don't know. It should be fine now. I have no other kind of switches to push it louder. Okay, it's still not loud enough for John, but Thomas got to do volume down instead. Guys, that's probably on your side now. It is good. Okay. Yes, it's always kind of tricky, that messing up with audio. Audio is very clear. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirmation. Great. So, okay, we were in endless loop in that. Let's try to rebuild now. So, settings, we are in 2 rounds. Let's see if those 2 rounds will work now. I think it should. Do you have any trusted tools which can change Android apps to iOS ones? I don't know if that's even possible. I don't think you can just do that somehow automatically. Unlikely. Okay, this should be probably last one. Yeah. It's kind of dumb that it is finishing on rest, so I should fix that one. However, when building the freelance project, are you using some of the well-known architectures like MVVM? I'm using MVVM for Swift UI projects and MVC for UIKit projects. Yeah, exactly. Hey, Victor. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, you can, of course, you can open the ChatGPT and just throw Android classes to it and ask to convert that to Swift or what else not, but it will be kind of a really hard thing to do. Oh, so basically we need rounds to 2 and then -1 because we don't need last rest round, right? It's kind of dumb. You're doing kind of exercise and yeah, and have a rest phase at the very end. Sure, we don't need that. So here we have then one exercise cycle, then one rest cycle, another exercise cycle, and then that should be done. So we have rest and exercise, and that should be it. Probably we need some ending, some confetti or something, some message that good work, something like that, but probably I don't need to focus on that right now. Okay, heat is going, removing from here, that's for sure. For time is working, but just looking ugly. I need to, I don't know, maybe make those numbers bigger and button smaller, but otherwise that just work. Reset button also could be helpful. Yeah. Heat, I'm going to remove the heat for now because I have no clue how heat timers are working. I probably do not care for my very first version. So let's hide the heat thing here. Building motivation to stand up and work user of my Swift learning project. Lately I don't really have a mood to do it. Yeah, that motivation, yeah, it's different for everyone. I think it's great if you can find some project that you are passionate to build, because it's kind of tricky on projects. Usually that starts with when you kind of on high, because of that initial kind of inspiration to jump on project and kind of start building it. But then you are kind of starting to run into the difficulties, then you are tired, then you are yada yada, you know, and that's kind of going down. That initial excitement is going down. And you can't rely on inspiration, stuff like that, motivation, because motivation is good to start project, but keep project going, for that you need discipline. And yeah, you just should kind of sit down with yourself and decide, are you willing to move forward with this project or not? So what are the stakes? And if you are kind of willing to move forward, just make some rules for yourself. So basically you're working on this project, for example, for 2 hours every day, or 1 hour every day, or 4 hours on the weekend, and I don't know, do that, you know. Otherwise that will not work. Oh yeah, guys, check out if that like button is not broken. Seems that it is not working. We have 16 likes only. This camera angle is good. Oh, thank you. We have 2 of them. We have... Which was another one? Everything is broken. This one and this one. Yeah. This one, that camera, and that camera. Okay. So seems to be working. Yeah, seems that like button is working. Nice. Yeah, you should. I think, Thomas, you should kind of make a decision. What are the stakes? Decide, are you kind of willing to finish this project or not? But I don't know, not everything should be so serious. If that is your kind of, I don't know, hobby for free time, and you would like to kind of open that project once in a while, once in a month, and I don't know, you don't have any plans to finish it in near future, that's fine, but just make clear it for yourself, you know. Yeah, there are very few tutorials about Mac-app development and all that stuff. Why it is so? Mac-app development is less popular than iOS app development. I didn't develop any Mac app. No small count of Swift projects and more Flutter offers with low price. Yeah, there are plenty of cheap Flutter projects, that's true. I'll put my Apple Watch on charge. Hey Bruno, hello. Do you think that launch apps in production is good marketing strategy? Do you have an expertise with that platform? Do you think that launch apps in production is a good marketing strategy? Sorry, I didn't get your question. Can you add more details? Because that launch app in production is good market strategy. Launching up is production. It is just fact of launching app in production. That is not marketing at all, you know? Do you have expertise with that platform? Which platform? Oh, sorry. It's me. I can't read. Product Hunt. Product Hunt, yes. I think it is good, but I think it's also kind of hard to get your project ranked on Product Hunt if you don't have any following on socials and so on and so on. Yeah, I think yes, why not? Sure, you can launch it on Product Hunt and that costs nothing, and you can get at least few eyeballs on your project. I never did that. Probably I should, but I always kind of feel shy about my apps, and I feel kind of shy to promote them, you know. All of them feels kind of silly, small applications, nothing serious and so on. No one really cares, you know. If Product Hunt, you know, audience will not care about that, they will, I don't know, downvote, ignore it, so what? That's the same if you do not launch it, you know. But yeah, I never kind of did that, launching and promotion on Product Hunt, yeah. It's strange that you are getting only 33 watching. I don't know. 24 subs means nothing. Not many of them have notifications enabled. Even those who have notifications enabled, you know, time zones, all that stuff. So you need to start learn Flutter. If you like to go to the Upwork and fight for those cheap projects, yes, but if you are in iOS for 8 years, I do not understand why you should, you know. One service use as your backend for your projects. I tried to use Firebase, but I found it complicated to save that for users and retrieve it. Firebase is one of the kind of relatively easy to implement kind of backend services. There are not much which could be easier to implement, sorry to say. But you can also use Core Data and CloudKit if you need just to handle kind of simple data sets. That also could work. Is it on Sony? Yes, this angle is Sony, that angle is Canon. So this is Sony. Okay. Probably I need one more capture card, but for Sony you can just use USB-C cable and kind of use it as web camera. It's not the same like if you use capture card, it's definitely better RAW capture card, but whatever, it works. I just answered that question about that Product Hunt. I said yes. And 16-year-old or 40-year-old, it's there's no change. How you see in your analytics? Most of your viewers are from which country? Most of my viewers are from US, Europe, India, stuff like that. Places like that, I should say. So let's go to the YouTube studio. So Analytics, audience. Where are geographics? Oh, here it is. The United States, India. Oh, actually, let's check live streams. United States, Russia, Poland, Ukraine, Germany. Countries like that. India also quite a lot. Interesting. Oh, India is mostly on shorts. Cool. Videos, United States are leading. So yeah, that's how statistics are looking. Yeah, just in case you're wondering how profitable all that YouTube stuff is, it's $200. Doesn't worth at all, you know. There's no money on YouTube for small channel. Okay, so 4-time design changes for AMRAP. We need completely different timer and settings. Basically, AMRAP means as much reps or rounds as possible in selected time. Do you use any AI tools for development? Yes, I do. I use GitHub Copilot. I'm using also ChatGPT. You are from India. So yeah, India is a big part of the audience is from India. US and India, so two biggest audiences. Hard to say why. Those are big countries with big population, probably. Why else? I don't know. By those specific countries. Yeah, probably population plays a very big role, you know. It's kind of hard to get in any charts for Latvia with 2 million of population, you know, in the country. In India, 2 million, it is just, I don't know, small town. Okay, so probably we need another settings view. We have tab settings view. We will need AMRAP settings view as well. I could probably kind of modify the same view, but I don't know, that doesn't make sense because those are so different. We have just one slider in that settings and that's it. So I will not overcomplicate that. I will just create another screen for that. That's it. Hey, bonjour. Good evening. If you are in India and you have 2 to 3 million subs, then you are a millionaire. Really? Yeah, I don't know. Somehow from YouTube ads I'm making almost nothing. That's not a money. Yeah, okay, let's do just separate screen. I will go simple way. Just finished learning Swift, Git and basic UI kit and planning to start some pet project. Is it possible to add local data storing after the app is functioning, or should I learn local data first? You can do that in the process. No worries at all. Build your, I don't know, user interface screens, what you know, start working on that. And yeah, when you will need to save some data, then you can think about that. If it is something small, like here, for example, in this screen, I have some sliders and saving just few numbers. If you have something like that, you can use user defaults. User defaults is very easy to implement. You will just, I don't know, Google and you will find it. For Swift UI screen, that is basically like that. You are just declaring variable like that. You are saying it is app storage, you are storing it, you are giving string name to it just for saving in memory, and then you have a variable name. And that's it. You are already kind of saving it in the memory and reading it from the memory. In UIKit, it is little bit more code, few more lines of code, but very, very easy and simple to do. So do not worry about that. And yeah, depends of course on your kind of data model, whatever you are building there, but on the beginning, maybe try to do not overcomplicate, do not deep dive into the core data or I don't know, something third-party data storages, or start work on backend, you know, all that stuff. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. This shows the YouTube analytics got you 200 euros. They make a 10k a month. 10k a month from million subs. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for me it's a few hundred. It's from, I will say, to maximum 300 euros. It's, I don't remember when it was 3 last time. Hey, Blabloom, hello. Yeah, I wanted to say just started, but we already at least half an hour. Oh, more, even more, 40 minutes, yeah. What messenger people use in Europe? WhatsApp mostly. Hey, Firas, full stack remote developer. Nice. I am also working remotely as consultant in iOS. Okay, so probably, you know what? Let's make a meet for this stuff first. Boom. I'm thinking of living in Estonia. Any feedback about? I'm living in Latvia, so that's next to Estonia. Depends. So weather is, I don't know. Winters are snowy and cold. Summers can be rainy and short. Otherwise, I don't know. All good, you know. We have sea, Baltic Sea here. Okay, Estonia don't have open sea. They have Gulf of Tallinn and all that stuff. But anyways, yeah, still Baltic Sea. It's cold and all that stuff. Do I like living here? Yeah, I like it. Would I suggest anyone to move here? Depends from where, you know. I could list a bunch of places where weather is better. I don't know. Canarian Islands, for example, you know. Weather is better all year round, you know. Tunisia, never been there, yeah. Generally, Estonia, so if that is your chance to get some European work visa, all that stuff, yeah, go for it. It's nice place, yeah. Language is very kind of strange. That's same I could say about Latvian language. It will be not easy to learn. Okay, maybe easier than Latvian language, but whatever, yeah. Sure, go for it. Hello, campsites in Latvia in summer. Yeah, those are nice. Lithuania and her living in Switzerland. Switzerland is very beautiful, but not for camping. Can't beat Latvia for that. Yeah, maybe. Because I also like to stay on seaside, you know, in cabins on seaside at summer, or yeah, just campings. Yeah, that's I agree with you, Katie. And yeah, if you're moved from Lithuania to Switzerland, yeah, Alps are nice, but I'm not sure, yeah, about camping situation. Hiking, sure, yeah, nice, and that is good for hiking, but for just for campings, yeah, maybe not so cool, yeah. I prefer to live in Dubai than Europe. Oh, I don't. It's too hot for me. But yeah, sure. Everyone has their own preferences. That's fine. Everyone is different, and we should not live in one country and like the same things, you know. Okay, let's make new view. Oh, that was new project. No, not new project, just new screen. So that will be okay. I'm a bit lazy. I will just do, I will just do about the same stuff. Because I need almost the same view, but I don't really want to make that one configurable because for multiple reasons. Because I don't know how that will evolve, how that will change. I'm thinking about kind of building Apple Watch application as well. And yeah. And I would like to keep it as simple as possible without kind of crazy configurations. If we are doing this, then showing that, yada, all that stuff. Probably we are missing something here. Stuff like that. Is it better now? Can we build? Not yet. No, probably. Yeah. And we will save it as AMRAP time. AMRAP time. Come on. Oh, what's wrong? I want copy just this one string and paste it here. What's going on? Paste. Now it works. Okay. Boom. Actually, let's check. Let's check what is kind of average or regular, whatever, AMRAP time. Do you also use VS Code? Yes, I do. For 5 minutes. Okay. Okay, that's in minutes. Ooh. Yeah, right. Probably that should be in minutes. What is average AMRAP time? So, as many competitions, the most common time workout of the day is 20 minutes. Okay. So that is in minutes. Cool, cool. Tips on cheap headphones and keyboard. Apple Maker has defined cheap, you know. If you are talking about mechanical keyboards, then Apple Maker is doing cheap relatively for mechanical. Let's say so for mechanical keyboards, cheap keyboards, but still good. So I could suggest Apple Maker. For cheap headphones, I don't know. I usually would pick already known brands, but cheaper versions of their products. I'm using Sony MX5s. Those are not cheap, but if I would be on tight budget, I would look on something from Sony anyways. So don't know exactly which model. Okay, so this should be in minutes actually. Boom, boom, boom. Actually, let's put it here, minutes. Yeah, maximum, I don't know, up to hour. I don't think anyone is going over 1 hour on AMRAP. No one should. I would say so. Okay, so for this, hey Ozan, hello. So for timer view, now we should know what kind of timer it is, AMRAP or Tabata. Probably we will need, let's add timer type probably. Didn't I have something here already? Training program manager. No. Boom, 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 boom. So that will be Tabata or not rounds, but AMRAP. Okay. And then we will set variable here. Timer type. Come on, timer type is, let's go, for example, for default as Tabata. And then on settings button, where we call those settings? That is close button. Where do I have the settings button? I'm using MVVM, I would say. Oh, here it is, settings. show settings toggle, and what we do on show settings toggle. Oh, here it is, content. Sheet is presented, show settings. Here we do that. I see. Any tips on OBS as a streaming software and how to set up layout properly, like to prevent black bars because of video screen aspect ratio differences? That's kind of not short and easy question to answer, you know. I planned to do video about OBS, but I don't know, a few times, but never did that really because I'm kind of changing my settings in OBS all the time as well, but I don't know, just it's not a rocket science, but also you have to take a look on some tutorials, you know, how to create scenes, how to do configuration, all that stuff, you know. Are you gonna make this timer work on with the Apple Watch? That's the thing, yeah, what I'm thinking, yeah. I will make it first for iPhone. I would like to make kind of bare minimum, and I will keep it simple to be able to kind of move it to the Apple Watch. I didn't release any Apple Watch app so far, so this will be first one. And if we are moving to the Apple Watch, then that will already kind of become more interesting. Then we can kind of start to read, for example, health data, you know, and monitor that. Start workouts, count calories, what else? Not, I don't know, all that stuff, you know. Was it easy to switch storyboard to SwiftUI for real cases? I'm still in learning SwiftUI details. Yeah. I had quite a big project. Okay, big. For one, let's say for indie developer, relatively big project developed in UIKit, and I just rewrote it slowly to SwiftUI. Not kind of rewriting existing screens, but when I added new features, I started to switch to the SwiftUI, and yeah, slowly kind of rewrite it. Just yeah. It's not hard. It's not kind of easy peasy, but I don't know. Programming is not easy in general, you know. Okay, so if probably we need if case here. Timer type is Tabata. I don't know if this will work in if case. Let's try. So I'm also kind of playing around with this SwiftUI thing still. AMRAP settings view. Will this work? I don't know. Probably here we can go with small. Was there small? Yeah, there was small option. Let's see if that even will work. Yes, no, no. What's bad here? Maybe that small is not the right thing to choose. Oh, that autocomplete is annoying, but okay. Okay, seems that this build will work, but okay, now I would like to change in home view. So if we are opening Tabata, timer view is presented. Does Copilot work in Xcode? Yes. If you jump through few loops to get it working. I can YouTube Studio. No. My channel. Here is the video. Can I share that video? Copy. Check out this video. That's how to add Copilot to the Xcode. It's not easy peasy. It's not easy peasy, but it's kind of, yeah. It is possible. Okay, timer type. Here will be Tabata. Boom. For AMRAP, we are going for timer type AMRAP. Okay, let's try to run this. Yeah, there is a third-party plugin. It's kind of, it's not perfect, but it's way better than nothing. And I'm mixing VS Code in my workflows as well when I'm kind of writing longer pieces of business logic, let's say so. I'm talking about in that video. So this is what we are supposed to see. And let's see on AMRAP. Yeah, that text is my mistake. We don't need Tabata settings here. We need something else. But timer still is running that. Actually, that's maybe not running Tabata timer, but it definitely doesn't work with this variable yet. Okay, it's almost working. AMRAP settings view. Can we make it? Can we make it that settings screen small instead of? What were options here? Medium, large. Oh, fraction also kind of could work. Specific height, custom. Okay, interesting. We could calculate that size. Oh, Okan, thank you for joining members club. Thank you for support. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. We have a new member on the channel. That's always amazing. I love that you follow your study plan regularly and do coding stream. Nice. I follow your videos. Thank you very much for that you contributed to me. Oh, nice. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, it's always nice to hear that those videos are helpful, you know, because when you're kind of creating content, therefore I also like streaming. When you streaming, then you at least have this real life kind of conversations. Otherwise, that creating content, you're kind of sitting in vacuum, you know, creating that content, pushing it out somewhere on YouTube or Instagram, where else not, and kind of wonder, is it helpful? Is it good? Because yeah, you have comments but very small fraction kind of audience is commenting something, and you never know how good or bad your content is. And it's always really nice to kind of, yeah, hear that feedback. In comments on live streams, it's cool. So yeah, thank you. Okay, we could go here with fraction. And fraction. Yeah, if I will go, sure, you know, we can go put everything in geometry reader, then we can read size of the screen and set how much of that screen we would like. I don't know, some 1/3, 1/5, and so on. But probably in this case, we can just go with some hard-coded size, some 100, 200, 300. What was there? Something like height. Yeah, maybe this. Height, and let's say, I don't know, 100? Probably no, probably 200. Okay, let's try how that will look. They're very available for me. Yeah, cool, great, thank you. That's really cool. Oh, separated, expected, where? Here? Why? Why do we need separator here? That's something, that's not right. That doesn't look right. That GitHub Copilot suggestion also looking strange. Nah, it's wrong. Okay, let's try one more time. Hate. Come on, give me that autocomplete. Okay, hate, and let's try to call for help from GitHub Copilot here. Nah, nothing. Oh, actually we need here that like that, and then here maybe this 200, go away, that GitHub suggestion. Will this work? Please. Oh, maybe, yeah. Now, seems... Oh, it works. Cool. Sure, we need some padding here, but generally, it works. Nice. Super pooper. Padding is needed here. Let's show me that preview. Okay, actually padding not there, but this padding was fine. We need padding here. That will put it more, yeah, that's right. And this will be AMRAP settings. As much rounds as possible. Okay, let's run it one more time. And actually we need to start to use that variable as well. Okay, that works. So we can get up to the minute. I don't know, I don't think we need seconds. Frankly, I don't know. I don't remember. I did CrossFit for a while ago, but I don't remember anymore. I use M2 MacBook Pro. When I use real-time preview, CPU times go up to 95. I have no clue what is my computer temperature now. That's actually an interesting question, where I see temperature. 72 currently. 72 degrees, so it's completely fine. Okay, that preview is not kind of very challenging to handle, but we are doing live stream at the same time. That's more heavy task than previews. maybe M2 are more hot. I don't know. I have M1. I mean M1 Pro, but yeah, whatever. Okay, now we need to start to use this. Need a lot of work to add dark mode in the application. No, it's easy. You know, now it's dark, and is it running now? That depends, of course, what you are kind of doing. So now it's dark and now it's light. Here you are. Easy peasy. Well, basically, if you are using Swift UI and if you are using more or less kind of basic components, then you're getting the dark and light mode out of the box. Of course, I could use different blue and green colors, for example, here for dark and light mode, but those are working just fine, and so there's no problems to use it in dark mode, that blue and green, you know, and so that works just fine. And background, all that stuff, if you do not change, if you do not add your kind of custom background, then it also works fine. And in the assets, basically where you're adding your custom colors, you can add kind of different, basically you're adding some, for example, background color, for example, here. This is, for example, for dark. This is for any other kind of, if you are using stuff like that. I'm not using this background color, but basically those all colors what I have here, those are kind of single colors, but this one, for example, is kind of, yeah, there are two different kind of colors. You're just adding kind of different colors for dark and light appearance. That's it. Hi, Alex. I found my mistake. I should use add out state listener in Firebase. Yeah, so I'm not very familiar with Firebase. I didn't use Firebase for a while. I'm not using it daily currently in any project, but yeah, it's not kind of very, very challenging. Okay, it looks nice now. So we need to start to use this. Maybe a little bit bigger than 200. Let's go with 250. Yeah, so something like that. I like that. Okay, so this kind of works. Now we need to use that. What do you use instead of Firebase? I'm using CloudKit and Core Data, yeah, both. Core Data is just local storage. CloudKit is kind of CloudKit kind of helps to move your core data and data models to the cloud and synchronize it in between devices. I'm using that currently for my indie apps. What monitor do I use? Yes, that is the studio display. That's it. It's crazy expensive in my opinion and for my wallet, but I don't know. Buy once, cry once, and after that use it. That was my approach. You know, I'm using that monitor for, I don't know, more than 8 hours in a day. and it is expensive. It was something like 1,800 or 900, close to 2,000, close to 2,000 euros. But I don't know. I have no regrets that I spent that money. Let me say so. Okay, we are starting for time, and also we need. For developer, eyes are crucial. Yeah, it is. It is important to have good monitor for eyesight. That is one thing. Basically, you don't want to kind of damage your eyes. But also, it's kind of just monitor just should be comfortable, because you are kind of looking into that monitor all day long. It should be comfortable to use. I think if it is not, that sucks big time. Do you have CSS in Swift? No, we don't. Probably we need AMRAP timer as well. Yeah, because currently when I'm running, just starting timers, we are kind of starting to run count sets, all that stuff. Basically, this should be start Tabata. Thank God we don't need CSS in Swift. Yeah, exactly. Do you do documentation? And if so, which part of the project? No, I do not do any documentation, because my projects usually are very small and I'm working as a single developer on them, so I don't do that. When I'm working on my freelance projects, then yeah, I do some documentation. For example, some proposals how to do one or another kind of implementation for features, stuff like that. But yeah. How do you style in Swift? I don't follow any kind of strong style guides. I use it Swift lint when I use it Upcoda, and then basically I follow it that Airbnb kind of or GitHub probably also kind of has similar kind of code style guides, but otherwise I don't know. Do not follow anything strong, if that was the question. So we need function for we need AMRAP timer separately. Again, timer. Okay, GitHub Copilot, help me please here. Okay, let's get that. So far that's correct, but actually we need different thing. We need that's all of that is not correct. We need seconds left will be int AMRAP time. Oh, actually that will be minutes left. We will need AMRAP time multiplied to 60. Oh, probably we will need to modify that view as well, because there we are showing kind of seconds. Maybe not. No, actually maybe not. Maybe that's already handling it. For style, you can choose between UIKit or SwiftUI. I think. Oh, that's. I don't think that's really what you think about when you're talking about style. That's more like UIKit or SwiftUI. That is library to build user interface, you know, and storyboards on UIKit, or you can just make UI programmatically. Yeah, I don't know what exactly the random coding is asking, but sure, those are choices what you can do, of course. I'm thinking about applications that will get the pulse from the Garmin and say it when I run. Cool. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't think that is kind of easy project to do, but sounds cool, you know. Is the code hat also available for shipping in Italy? It is, Michelle. I'm kind of removing that code merge from everywhere, kind of hiding it a bit, but yeah. Marco, hey, hello. Long time no see. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. I have a lot of meetings during the day, but I did Twitch stream yesterday on the morning, short one, and yeah, my regular kind of Wednesday stream is here now. How do you get freelance gigs? Still using Upwork, something, blah, blah, blah. I will share with you one video. Basically, in that video, I covered all that I tried. Where is search? I don't know how to use YouTube. Don't we have search? I know that if I will go into the YouTube studio, then I definitely can search in between my videos. Let's try to find it. Freelance. This one, yeah. Here is link to that video. Check that video later after stream. I'm not using, I have a few kind of long-term customers and I'm working with them. I'm not using any platforms to look for kind of new customers. And current project also, that customer reached out. I was working with him for a while ago and that customer reached out and asked, hey, do you have time to work on projects? So that's how it happened. But in that video, basically I covered everything that I tried, everything that I'm thinking could make sense to try, all that stuff, you know. Just check that video. When our co-working streams are going to continue? It's hard to say, Marco, because currently we are in kind of very active kind of development mode for the freelance project, and we are doing way too much meetings. And yeah. Hey, Okan. Yeah. Check out that video if you're interested. And yeah, I don't know. I hope that one day I will be able to stream all day long, but to do that I need to switch to full-time indie first, you know. That's kind of tricky part. And I can't say I am more busy with work than I was before, but you know, those meetings takes a lot of time, you know. That's the tricky part. So here that looks correct. If seconds left is 0, so timer invalidate, yes. Timer mode is finished, yes. Else seconds left -1, yeah, that looks correct. And this probably from start should be renamed, refactored to the start Tabata, because that's kind of Yeah. Okay, and in timer view, we will do Oh, that's nice. If else. Oh, KT, thank you for joining Members Club. Welcome, welcome. And thank you very much for support of the channel. Appreciate your support. All of that is going to my coffee fund, you know. A late night drink is water, but during the days, yeah, that's coffee. Actually, we should have alerts on the screen. I don't know why stream alerts are not working. It's a shame. Let me see. Okay, here it is. Nice. Oh, and this event list, that not should be over my face. Better. And another alert for Okan. Here it is. Nice. I don't know why they were on hold. That's some new feature for alerts. I don't know it's happening, but now it's fixed. Yeah, now it works. I enjoy your videos. I'm actually a backend dev, but here for motivational content. Yeah, I'm iOS developer, and part of the videos are iOS related, but I believe that most of the videos are more or less kind of universal. And I did just very few kind of iOS specific, very iOS kind of focused videos, that GitHub Copilot kind of Xcode tutorial, and I don't know, a few more. And I know that I kind of hurting my channel. If I would think about kind of channel growing, then kind of going deep in specific niches kind of helps, but I don't know. I like to talk more about kind of general kind of exactly like motivation, I don't know, stuff like that. Productivity stuff, business side of the app development. But yeah, thank you very much for support. Okay, here we will need one more ugly if, right? Probably. If timer type is Tabata, then we will start Tabata timer, else we will start AMRAP timer. Okay, let's try to run it. Most likely that will work correctly. I just don't know if minutes will be displayed correctly on the timer. I don't remember how I made this timer. Let's see. So settings, for example, we have 10 minutes. Start. Oh, it kind of works. Okay, nice. And for Tabata, if you guys hit start, yeah, it also works. It shows 0 minutes. Cool. So my timer, that user interface is actually, I'm not saying it's super pooper amazing, but it works with different values. That's cool, kind of cool. It's kind of touching it here, but really no one is doing as much reps as possible for hour. It's that's just not possible. Okay. I don't know, this text here kind of make no sense. Let's remove it for now. Where it is? This one. Training phase. Probably I don't need it. It kind of makes sense. It shows which phase it is, exercise or rest. Okay, maybe we need that for Tabata because it kind of helps, but yeah, let's keep it. For Tabata we definitely need it. For as much rounds as possible, it's kind of not sure. Can we do that something uppercase? Oh. Come on, autocomplete. Yeah, that looks better. And for as much rounds as possible, that AMRAP. Also we need plus button and kind of counter for that round, for those rounds. That's one thing, one more thing that we need. Paper emojis. Yeah, we have them. We have them. Emojis. I like them as well, yeah. Those are super fun and cool, yeah. Yeah, that's why they are here, yeah. And yeah, Foxbit, our community manager, really into the Pepe's emojis, so he added those. So, what else left? For time looks horribly bad, that should be fixed. And for AMRAP we need rep counter. I don't know how that should look like. Probably some plus and minus buttons, something like that. Do we need minus? Yeah, I think we need minus button. Of course, that could be cool to tap on screen in any place, but we still need that plus button to make it kind of more intuitive. Oh, come on. What that copilot suggestion is doing here? I just added that. Why it is... Oh. Come on. You broke everything here. Yeah, that GitHub Copilot is kinda working, but sometimes it is breaking in kind of weird ways, like just now, you know. Oh, what did you do? GitHub Copilot, you are dumb. Okay, broken something. So timer mode initial, then if timer mode we starting top of the timer, otherwise we are starting AMRAP, right? Else, okay, yeah, I see this one. Okay, now that should be fixed. Will that build? Yes. Whew. Fixed. It looks ugly. I don't know how to make it kind of better. Refactor that out to the function. I don't know. Do you have time to work on your apps? It's close to midnight. I am kind of done with work on. I'm working on my client projects on my work hours, you know. After work hours, I'm kind of saying good night to everyone and closing work Slack and switching to something else. In this case, to my own project. And also, to be frank, that work still is not kind of very heavy. Will you be able to ship in 90 days? I'm going to ship in 30 days, Marco. In 30 days. I think, yeah, definitely. This application, I don't know, I'm not planning to add too much. Actually, if I would be ready to go all-nighter, I could finish all the development what is needed for this app for MVP right now at the moment, you know, at this night, because all the kind of base functionality is here. MVP can be released. Yes, there is no any kind of premium features, all that stuff, but yeah, always kind of depends, yeah. Always depends what you mean by... Okay, let me say so. There are no kind of finished projects, there are just abandoned projects, so this project, like any other app, never will be finished, you know, but for MVP, sure, I will be able to ship it. For end project, no one really knows what is end project, but I think at the end of those 30 days, I will be able to say, so we have done so much, and that is basically a list of tasks for version 2 or what else not, and yeah. Probably I will not manage, probably I will not have time to manage and add in-app purchases and some features behind paywall. Also, adding in-app purchases is not so big task. It's, I don't know, one more day of work to add in-app purchases, just paywall and payment handling. But question is what will be behind that paywall. That is kind of tricky thing. Just to show paywall and ask for money, I don't really feel about that. I think that we could, for example, keep history of trainings, then show it somehow nice and ask money to get access to that history, stuff like that, maybe. But that's already, that part is already tricky to manage to fit it in those 30 days. And also I'm thinking now, I'm kind of in the middle of the project, kind of changed my mind. I was thinking on the beginning to focus on the notifications, on-screen widgets, all that stuff, but that is kind of questionable. Do you really need that for exercise app? But now I changed my mind and I'm thinking about Apple Watch application. And that also is kind of tricky to fit in those 30 days. So will I manage to ship application? Yes, but I think that I will need more time to work on it. But that will be version 2, you know, that's just regular process of product release. I will release MVP, then keep working on it, and we'll see how that will go. Also some detail, okay, we can reset it, that's cool. Start, yeah, actually that works. Reset is just fine. This timer, sliding, all that stuff. What kind of Apple Watch? The same application what I'm making here, that fitness timer app, but for Apple Watch. Apple Watch version for the same application. Don't you get bored by building yet another timer app? I mean, that's a nice way to explore different ways to achieve the similar stuff, but what wouldn't motivate me? Yeah, I understand you. My only programming experience is Scratch, but I want to be a programmer, so this is cool. Yeah, Scratch is a good way to start. Julius, yeah, about getting bored, that kind of really depends how you take a look on that. I was thinking, so why this application? Why another timer application? I had this CrossFit timer application in the App Store for a while ago, and I removed it because it was outdated and very old and all that stuff. And yeah, that was just kind of idea. Okay, probably I should put it back, update it, and put it back. And that is something small that I can make quickly, because parts of user interface for timer is already kind of done, use it in other apps, all that stuff, yeah. Boring, I don't know. Development generally is also kind of boring, you are sitting, looking into screen, writing all that up, And I don't know, I don't see. I'm working in the iOS development for professionally since 2016. You think that all the timer applications are the same? I will say all the applications are the same. You're just fetching some data from server, showing that nicely on the screen. It's all the same stuff. Then you can say also, aren't you get bored just building those iOS applications? Why you don't switch to web development or carpenting? It's also, but yeah, to answer your question, no, I'm kind of trying to build some. I see that I'm kind of was in the kind of little bit bored and kind of thinking about should I kind of keep working in this application somewhere in the middle of the last week. But then I come up with the idea that, I could like to build Apple Watch for that. That is something completely new. I didn't build Apple Watch applications for a while. I didn't release any in the App Store, and I built Apple Watch OS 2 app for a while ago. So that's new stuff for me, and I will be able to reuse that knowledge about building apps for the Apple Watch for all the other applications that I have. Freediving applications, that's also kind of timers, fitness kind of tracker, all that stuff, Carpenting reminded me. This new tattoo is really, really cool. Thank you. Thank you, Marco. Mobile app is all about listing data. Yeah. How you consider using C# for iOS development? Why? No. Last question about freelancing is, do you apply projects to App Store or just send the files in RAR, for example? How it looks like. I'm creating pull requests, pushing changes to the GitHub, all that stuff. Also, I'm releasing test builds and all that stuff. Production application is built and released by head of how it is named? Head of tech, head of technologies. Yeah, that guy is kind of handling all that stuff for production release. But technically, I could release production application as well. I'm thinking of deviating towards game development. Mobile application development tires me. Oh, okay. Okay, good luck. Game development industry is kind of toxic, and there are kind of many challenges in that niche. But yeah, if you like it, why not? Sure, go for it. Okay, so C# is not bad. I build iOS app in Ruby. Oh my gosh. Julius. It sounds sad. Hey Nikolai. I made and released few apps last year. Tried some methods for promoting them. Something worked good like Google ads, something not, App Store ads. Can you share what worked well for you? I used nothing besides App Store optimization. That's it. Only. App Store optimization and yeah, content marketing of course as well, yeah. Oh, see you, Marco. I am going to sleep soonish as well. It's midnight here already. Yeah, see you next time. And unfortunately, most likely there will be no Twitch streams this week. I don't know about next week. We'll see, but maybe some Friday afternoon. Yeah, no promises about that. Sorry, yeah. So if timer type. So we will need to show some block with buttons here. So probably we will remove it to the separate view later, but let's just add it right here, right now. Well, perhaps that will be just button. Where is it? This button action label stuff. So this one, yeah. Action label. So for action, basically we will need to count rounds. Rounds will be 0. Oh my gosh, Copilot. Can you... So action will be rounds plus 1, rounds, yeah, basically plus 1. And for label, can you just suggest services tutorials for App Store optimization? Yes, I'm using few. Currently I'm using AppCoda. Before I used AppFigures. And before that I used AppRadar. Both are okay. I will say that initial App Store optimization, probably I will say that AppRadar was better. And I will suggest you can just go, and there was some kind of, I don't know, 5-7 days, something like that trial. And while you have that trial, just go and work on that App Store kind of App Store screen optimization, fine tune those keywords, all that stuff, and then decide would you like to pay or not. It's not cheap, but I paid for a few months, but then cancel it and do not use it anymore. But actually AppRadar was nice. AppFigures a little bit more complicated to use, and I don't know which one is better, you know. Okay, for label we are going with how we are doing that image. System name, yeah. And system name, oh, right, guess actually, GitHub Copilot Plus is what I wanted, yeah. Okay, let's try to run it and see if that works. That button will be somewhere here in the middle, will look ugly. Oh, what's wrong here? Why we have error here? That class is growing, but still manageable. 142 lines, fine. What's wrong with you? Oh, probably we are out of the, yeah, we are, we are out of that. Let's put that in that, yeah, let's put this into this V stack, then we will be fine. And we'll figure out about that position later. Okay, here it is, our plus button. And actually let's put this into the horizontal stack. Where it is, embed in horizontal stack, here it is. And let's put text here. And for text we will go with rounds. And here we will go with that rounds variable. Come on, okay. Stuff like that. Okay, and now when I'm clicking plus, then rounds are going to the plus. Maybe we need minus as well. What do you think? Probably, right? And then we will need to refactor all of that to the separate view. Oh my gosh. Come on, GitHub Git Copilot, try your best guess. No? No? Okay. I was thinking Copilot will be able to manage to guess what I want here. Oh. No, wrong guess. Oh, come on, remove this stuff. I hate it. It will not remove it. Okay, whatever, let's delete it. Let's delete it. Okay, label, same stuff. So for button action, we are going with rounds R -1. Okay, can you do this for me? Yes, exactly. And probably we need some padding between them. H stack, spacing. Spacing, let's go, I don't know, 16 will be fine. And we don't need this content stuff. Okay, let's run it. What did I do here? Okay, it almost works. Actually, it works technically. It just looks bad. I didn't put it in button. Yeah, it was outside that horizontal stack. But technically, it works, you know. Good enough, let's ship it, you know. Why that plus is bigger and minus is smaller? So it works, but font size, title, foreground color. Yeah, just picture is smaller and that's it. Interesting. Why? Because font size is the same. Title. So probably we will need to add some frame here. And can we go with large title? Yeah, it is smaller because just image is smaller, that's it. So we will need to do add some frame here, but generally it works and that is kind of cool. Monospace font probably. Yeah. Font large title. How we did that monospace. I don't know if that is monospace here. Yeah, monospaced digit. Okay, let's try. I'm not sure if that will work like that, but let's try. Actually, I'm using that monospace somewhere. Let's mono on timer view. Just like that. Okay. Let's see if that will help. Oh my gosh, what was that? No, that will not help. I will need to just add frame to that background. That's fine. Foreground color white, padding. Yeah, that padding around doesn't really. It kind of helps a little bit. It pushing that here, but. If I will add frame here, will that work? Frame with, let's say, 40 for comfortable kind of target to hit. Height. Maybe that will be square, I'm not sure. Maybe we will need to clip it to round. We'll see, I don't know. Okay, basically that changes nothing. Yeah, if we will put that frame for button, that probably will change the size of it. We'll see. I don't know, frankly. Oh, kind of, yes, but that background disappeared. Then we need background on that frame, probably. Good morning, Peter. What time it is? Midnight. It will be midnight in 7 minutes. Hey, Anna. Hello. Here it is back. Okay, let's make it bigger. Let's go 50 maybe. Now it works. So it seems more like 60. Okay, 50. Okay, let's go 60. We need big targets to hit. Let's go 60. Also the same stuff for this button. Okay, now it looks better. Oh, minus. No, we don't need minus. Button action. Okay. If rounds is bigger than 0, then we will do that minus, otherwise we just ignore, you know. Okay, plus is working, minus is working, cool. Hey Vladimir, good evening. Nice. All of this block could be like, I don't know, separate view, or at least variable, to do not have it here in the all the view code, but yeah, this keyboard is really cool. Highly recommend that one. Oh, it's kind of... Okay, better. So, this one. It's dope, but... actually, there's no but. I have Apple Maker keycaps on that keyboard. It is tiny bit modified. Not keycaps, switches. Holy Panda switches, that's what I wanted to say. I have Holy Panda switches in it, it's nice. No, it's not Cherry Blues. It's not Cherry Blues. Cherry Blues are way more clicky. This one is, just listen it. Those are not Cherry Blues, those are Holy Pandas. Holy Pandas are amazing switches. Pricey, but very great. No, I didn't lube them. I kind of should, but I didn't. And it sounds already kind of very nice, and it feels very nice. And okay, when we're choosing AMRAP, we have this counter. When we're choosing Tabata, we don't have it. Amazing. Command Cherry Blues. Oh, it's Nightbot. Yeah, that is out of the date. Actually, it's out of the date. That is not iQnix L80. That is iQnix Z75. I used that keyboard before. I have to update those Nightbot commands, but you know, I'm switching between different keyboards, and that makes that little bit tricky. This one is also iQnix, the same brand, but ZX75, and switches are Holy Panda. Okay, this one actually thing works. Let's commit this thing. AMRAP round counter added. Nice. And one more thing what I could fix quickly today. This timer, it looks kind of ugly, a little bit. We need some padding here for this button. That's about it. Padding and also some restart options for the button probably. Yeah, that keyboard is really cool. I really like it. Padding, I don't know how much, more than 24, something like 40 maybe. Maybe even more, let's say 16. Yeah, that will look good. And how can I update the changes I made after installing the GitHub project? I will need more details for this question, sorry. If you mean that you downloaded projects from the GitHub, then install it, that kind of running it on your kind of local machine. Like I just did. If you're doing that in Xcode, you can go to the source control. Basically, you need to make new commit. And you are basically saying here, for example, we have changes. So I added this padding just now. You're basically saying that you would like to save those changes. You can do that in different applications. You can do that in Xcode. You can do that in GitHub desktop app. You can do that in command line as well. Frankly, I don't even remember how you do that in command line, but you can do that as well. And you just save changes and pushing it to the GitHub. It's kind of, you can do that in terminal as well. Basically, you are going into your folder, cd, what was that? Rounds probably project. Yeah, rounds. And then you do git. I don't remember git commands. Here it is. I just entered git command and then you see, so we need git commit basically. So I need kind of commit changes. You're doing the same basically in, I don't know, just found some tutorial, you will find how to do that. Yeah, I'm using Big Mountain books. I have all of them. I bought all of them. Git add, yeah, exactly. You're adding changes to the Git. Yeah, Julius is kind of saying right commands, exactly. Git add first and then git commit and then git push, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do not use git in console. For that those commands git add, git commit, git push, those are kind of easy, but when you are working on kind of more challenging, on bigger projects, I prefer to have, I don't know, user interface, then you kind of you can jump between all those branches easily. In terminal, it's kind of relatively hard to see, and then you can go, I don't know, to any specific kind of commit and, I don't know, cherry pick all those changes, all that stuff. And when you resolving merge conflicts, that's also, terminal is not very helpful for that, you know. Yeah, definitely you can do a lot in terminal, but for Git and GitHub, I really prefer user interface kind of apps. And again, not for simple kind of stuff to make new branch and commit changes, but if I'm using, for example, the Tower application for challenging tasks, so I'm just keep using it for simple tasks as well, just commit changes as well. Yeah, exactly, Julius. That's merge conflicts, rebase, all that stuff in terminal is just, I prefer to do not even try. Cherry pick is okay in terminal. Yeah, probably. I just know that in the app, I can go into the history, you know, to go for some specific commit and kind of find all those changes visually, you know, without kind of switching to the branches and going through the history, all the stuff, you know. Git rebase. Yes, thank you, yeah. I can't express how much you were right about dependencies in cross-platform tech. Last week I felt physical pain updating project and remembered your point of dependency. Yeah, it is. Even in native applications, sometimes Cocoa pods, for example, can make quite a big headache, but it's not even close to cross-platform projects. Author mode, yeah, I'm using that. That's very handy. You can go to that author mode and then you can see who made the change and also in which kind of, yeah, that's super cool, yeah. I'm using that all the time. Привет, Bob. What are you thinking about framework Laravel? I know that it is used for web development. I'm not using it at all because I'm only in iOS development. React Native is like putting razor blades in your eyes. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I somehow remember that Laravel was somehow related to PHP, but I may be wrong. But definitely it rings the bell for web development for me. But I do not do that. Okay, last few changes. Time manager, no. Time view, no. For time view, yes. Laravel is PHP framework. So I was very close. I said web development PHP, you know. But yeah, I do not do any PHP development. Oh, actually we need do some copy pasta here. Boom, 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 boom. Slide. I'm already probably a little bit tired. I'm looking kind of way too long for one specific class. Okay. What I'm doing in that screen. So basically, yes, if timer mode is initial, we are kind of starting for time. That's true. If timer running, we are doing stop. If it is paused, we are resetting it. Yeah, sounds right. Sounds right. Okay, let's try build and run that for time screen. Have a Unity project, iOS project, and Laravel project to work with, plus Python. Oh my gosh, I think I now use ChatGPT for about 30% of the time. Oh, interesting. So much, right? I just pushed the trigger today. I went from free to that paid version, and I have access to ChatGPT 4, but I used it for just writing, regular writing, content writing today. But yeah, I'm looking forward to use it for development as well. I tried before. It kind of sometimes works, sometimes it's horribly bad, but yeah. Okay, this screen is definitely not the best looking screen in the world. Probably we need to push that start stop button to the bottom. I don't know, but for now we are kind of doing kind of very bare minimum MVP. That will be fine, almost fine. I also today bought paid. Yeah, I also today pushed that button. It was kind of okayish to use in my time zone, you know, because I think for you, Peter, it should be kind of crazy in US time zone to work with a free version of it. But for me here in Latvia, especially on mornings, that was fine. No one is using it, you know, at that time. Comparing. And still I had to wait time to time on those, you know, requests. Okay, base functionality actually works. It looks a little bit ugly, but we have all the base functionality here. We have settings. Cool. Ah, you are in Australia. Sorry, I was thinking, somehow I was thinking America, US. Messed it up a little bit. Anyways. It's, you have overlap with America, I think, more than I. Okay, it's midnight. Don't judge my feeling of time zones right now. In US it is afternoon already. For you it is morning. Okay, some overlap, yeah. Anyways, yeah. Hey Nazar, hello. I'm doing well, thank you. Oh, you were living in Russia from 18 to 2022. Oh my gosh, interesting. Hey Marcio, hello. Portugal in the chat as well. Nice. 2018, 20. Oh, I was the most time that I was in Russia. That was in 2019. I spent 1 hour flying to Thailand and 5 hours flying back from Thailand in Sheremetyevo airport. That was enough for me. Didn't like that airport at all. And I lost my bags as well. But yeah, that was it for me. For that. That's all the time I spent in Russia. Yeah, somehow, I don't know, that all the stuff there was kind of, I don't know, angry, rude. It wasn't a nice experience. I don't know, maybe something was something was bad. Something bad happened for each and every of them. I don't know. Okay, it's kind of working. Yeah, let's park it here. I will commit last changes basically. And anyways, I'm kind of not going to move forward with submitting to the App Store yet. Also, that screen is kind of way too simple. We need to make those buttons somehow look nicer. Base functionality, but all the base functionality what I want to have in MVP is on place. That's nice. Camilo. Hello. Sweden, nice. Colombian developer living in Sweden. Oh, that's adaptation to Sweden. Climate should be not maybe very nice for you, but yeah, cool, nice. We almost neighbors now, you know, across Baltic Sea. It is about 1 hour flight from Riga to Stockholm. How many hours in a day you are working? Who knows? I have no idea. Oh, Peter, thank you. Help support the iOS community by creating interesting and engaging content related to iOS development. Oh, thank you. Special thanks for long-term commitment. Yeah, it is long-term already, yeah. I don't know how long I'm creating content. It always feels that I started all the content creation stuff, I don't know, a few years ago, but 2, maybe 3, but actually that's quite a lot already. Yeah, it's a lot. Thank you very much. YouTube has this membership prices per country. I don't know about Julius about those memberships. How they are kind of doing that pricing. I know that Twitch is doing those. Twitch subs, kind of doing per country. They're kind of doing some promoting, discounts, all that stuff. But I don't know about YouTube, to be frank. Okay, let's commit this change. Yeah. Okay. Pushing to the mine as like big boys, you know. And that app is not released yet, so it doesn't make sense to do any kind of feature branches, all that stuff. Okay, that's enough programming for today, I think. Oh, it was a long day. How many hours a day I'm working? I started my work day at about... I'm waking up at 6, so my regular day is I'm waking up at 6, I'm driving my wife to the bus station, not bus station, train station, whatever, doesn't make difference. Driving my wife to work, then I'm back to home. It took about, I don't know, 15 minutes to me to drive, 20. Then I walk with dog and I'm back at home, and at about 7:30, something like that, I'm kind of already ready for work. At 8, I'm working already. If I'm doing some morning meetings, for example, I had morning meeting today at 8 o'clock with one friend. We are talking about YouTube. I have one meeting with one guy from Australia, actually, also at 8 tomorrow. So at 8 I'm working, and usually mornings I'm working on my own stuff. And at about 10 o'clock, I'm starting to work on freelance projects. And I'm working on freelance projects up to 6 at the afternoon. Then I have break for family time until 8, 9, something like that. And then sometimes I'm just doing some late night stuff like today. I started streaming at about 10 o'clock and now it is midnight. So I don't know how much it is. About 10 hours, something like that. But I don't know, you know, that when I'm working on that freelance stuff, for example, that doesn't mean that I'm kind of heads down, kind of coding all the time from the 10 to 6. I don't know. I have lunch break in the middle. I have meetings. Sometimes I don't know. Sometimes I just procrastinate and watch some YouTube videos, stuff like that, you know. That's not kind of very super intense work all the time, you know. That's just not possible. But yeah. And also this programming session, what I did now at night, it's also kind of partly discussion with you, partly work. Is it working? Really? Probably yes. As a content creator, that probably also is work, right? And those streams also are part of work. And yeah, I'm working on my side project. So probably yes, but it's kind of, it's not the same like intense programming all day long, you know. I don't think you can really do intense programming for so long hours. It's a bit too much. Julius is from Lithuania, and you saw around €3 a month. And this week I'm in Romania and it's only 6 RON. Huh. Yeah, so yeah, probably there are some local currencies, all that stuff. Because when you are kind of setting those membership prices in the YouTube backend, you just setting price, I don't know, I think I'm setting prices in euros. And I don't remember what I said there, but obviously, so YouTube is kind of doing some conversation using their own kind of rate, whatever they have. Okay, I committed, sent all the changes to the GitHub. It's 20 minutes past midnight. I have meeting. I have wake up call in 5.5 hours, so it's probably time to go to sleep. And yeah, I have meeting in 7 hours. That's it. So that's it for today. Thank you everyone for coming. Yeah, I'm trying to do those YouTube streams weekly. Not always I manage that, but I'm doing very well for last few months. It happens very regularly. Okay, see you on next one. Bye bye.